She got caught on camera, she knows it, and she's trying to backtrack. So since she wants to be petty and be an asshole, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and say that Grandpa Brett likes to drink her gets dirty soda and he gulps it down like water, and that's what Fruity Pebbles is. You guys, I'm being petty as hell today, and I know it. I usually try to rise above this, but she's pushed me too far today. My stories today are for the people who have ever had friendships like this one, to the girls or the boys who have ever had a friend who intimidates them, who bullies them, who gaslights them, who puts themselves on a pedestal above you. I have been there. I have had so many friendships like this. I tend to attract it, and I'm doing inner work to see why, but she is the last friend I will ever have like this, and I'm standing up for myself because it has been 2 years of this ridiculous behavior, and I'm calling her out, and I'm feeling petty, and sorry, messy Jessi.
You won't believe what's going down in the secret lives of Mormon wives. The drama just exploded online and everyone's talking. Jessi's out here calling people out and things are getting wild. We finally found out what Fruity Pebbles really is. And even if you haven't been keeping up, this chaos is worth every second. The internet's losing it, and we've got to break down what's really happening right now. So here's the deal. Jen came for Demi, accusing her of flirting with Vanderpump Villa's Marciano. Demi tried to shut it down fast, saying it never happened, but then Marciano stepped in and dropped the real tea. He swears the flirting did happen. But that's not even the wildest part. At the end of season 2, Marciano went off and claimed he not only flirted with Demi, but also hooked up with Jessi. And remember, Jessi's married. Jessi quickly denied even kissing him earlier in the season, but then fans noticed something strange. Right after season 2 wrapped, she stopped wearing her wedding ring. Now everyone's asking, what's really going on? Turns out Marciano wasn't just running his mouth, there was actually some truth to what he said. But the mess doesn't stop there. Season 2 was straight up chaos for Demi because people were claiming she tried to get Jessi kicked off the show just so she could land a bigger paycheck. That's cold. And if that wasn't enough, she even got exposed for secretly warning Taylor not to go to Jessi's salon. That move hit hard, especially since Demi and Jessi were supposed to be best friends. So when fans found out she was talking behind Jessi's back and steering people away from her salon, it was clear those weren't good friend vibes at all. Then came the season 2 reunion, except Demi didn't even show up. She ditched it to go to Disneyland instead. While she was off riding Space Mountain, the girls came armed with receipts, piping hot tea, and even a voice memo that made everything blow up even more. Jessi, Lila, and Michaela all confirmed that during the Italy trip at Vanderpump Villa, Demi was absolutely being flirty with Marciano, so much that people started whispering like, is this really happening right now? People straight up asked, is your husband gonna be okay with that? And the girls were like, he obviously wouldn't be. Everyone was side-eyeing Demi, wondering what in the world she was doing. Then Jessi came in swinging at the reunion. She pulled out receipts, real screenshots from Marciano's phone showing his text messages with Demi. The whole room froze when those messages popped up. People were whispering, there's no way her husband knows about this, because the stuff in those texts, that's not what a married woman should be sending. But here's where it got even messier. Whitney jumped in and tried to defend Demi, saying she didn't like how the group was treating her. The energy shifted fast. Everyone fired back, reminding Whitney exactly what Demi had done. They said Demi had been accused of scheming behind the scenes in season 2, trying to get Jessi kicked off the show, and even negotiating contracts to replace her for a higher paycheck. The girls weren't having it, and the tension in that room was off the charts. And remember, they're supposed to be best friends, so if Demi was really trying to score a bigger paycheck by getting her own bestie kicked off the show, that's a major backstab. It's no surprise that move had people looking at her sideways. Then things got even more dramatic. Demi was accused of sending a cease and desist to Zach and Jen, trying to stop them from talking about her alleged flirting with Marciano at Vanderpump Villa. The whole reunion turned into a circus when that came up. Everyone had something to say, and the tension was unreal. But just when it felt like things couldn't get any wilder, boom, another bombshell dropped, and social media lit up. Season 3 hit, and the main focus, Jessi and Demi, once again. The tension between them became the center of everything. Jessi ended up admitting that she had an emotional affair with Marciano during a rough patch in her marriage. She said the whole thing came from a toxic back and forth between her and her husband, and it messed with her mindset so bad that she ended up making choices she now regrets. The confession left everyone stunned. Nobody saw that coming. Jessi later said that everything that happened turned out to be a serious wake-up call for her marriage. She explained that it pushed her and her husband to finally get help, and now they're in couples therapy working things out. But the tension didn't stop there, because when it came to Demi and Marciano, the story took a dark turn. Demi came forward claiming that while the group was in Italy, Marciano crossed a line and touched her inappropriately. She's been standing firm that she was never flirting with him, and that whatever happened was not wanted on her part. Demi made it clear that no matter how things might have looked to outsiders, she felt completely uncomfortable and said the whole situation left her shaken. Marciano, however, fired back hard. He denied everything, saying that what went down was totally mutual and insisting that he never grabbed her or acted inappropriately at all. The two sides couldn't be more different, and fans are completely split on who to believe. What made everything even messier was the fact that Demi kept talking to Marciano after the alleged incident. She was still messaging him, even following and DMing him on social media. And Marciano didn't waste a second using that to question her story. He pointed to those messages as proof that things couldn't have happened the way she described, saying it didn't make sense for her to stay in touch if she truly felt violated. When season 3 dropped, the whole cast ended up split down the middle. Some of the women just couldn't get behind Demi's version of events. They were frustrated and confused, especially the ones who were in Italy and claimed what they saw didn't match what Demi was saying. The tension between the group got intense, with everyone whispering different sides of the story. But Whitney, as always, tried to keep it real. She told the others to have some compassion for Demi, reminding her that trauma and consent could be messy, complicated, and not always black and white. The drama had everyone walking on eggshells. And get this, just this week, Lisa Vanderpump herself jumped into the chaos to defend Marciano against Demi's claims. She said she's actually seen the footage. That statement shook everyone, because Lisa rarely speaks up about behind-the-scenes drama like this. Right after that, some of the cast members started reacting online. Jen commented on the video saying, "And I was the pathological liar," clearly throwing shade. Then Michaela chimed in too, posting, "Will this nightmare ever end? Let's see the footage and move on." Fans went wild over those comments. Not long after, Demi fired back in her own way. She posted something that seemed like a direct response, saying, "Jessi somewhere punching air right now that Lisa's talking about me and not her." That line had people losing it. Then Jessi decided she wasn't staying quiet either. She hopped on her IG stories and spilled the truth about what Fruity Pebbles actually meant on the show. If you remember from season 1 of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, Demi once told the ladies about a not safe for work story involving her and her husband, Brett. Later, Whitney brought it up on the show, talking about what Demi had shared about their bedroom life, and it sounded wild. The whole Fruity Pebbles situation suddenly made sense, and the internet couldn't stop talking about it. So the whole Fruity Pebbles thing, it had to do with the taste of what supposedly went down. Yeah, that's what everyone was hinting at. The ladies didn't come right out and say it, but the clues were there and fans went wild trying to guess what actually happened. The internet turned into a guessing game with everyone trying to piece it together, while Jessi was out here fully spilling the story of what Fruity Pebbles really meant. Then things took another wild turn. Avery posted her own reaction to the chaos, and Jessi jumped straight into the comments saying, "I thought she took a break from social media. Good to know. This is all it took for that theme to come crawling back. Like I said, punching air." That comment blew up instantly. Jessi even screenshotted it and threw it on her Instagram story, adding another jab directly at Demi. "Honey, just because you script yourself doesn't mean our show is scripted." She ended it by calling Demi's recent behavior a total level of delusion and downward spiral that should be studied later. The shade was next level, and the drama just keeps getting hotter.
Then came the biggest twist. Demi actually owned up to what Jessi said. On her Instagram story, she admitted that what Jessi revealed was true and decided to address it head on. Demi wrote, "What my husband and I did one time behind closed doors was a consensual and private experience in our marriage. I won't let a private act between my husband and I be a distraction from a serious act that I did not consent to." That statement set the internet on fire. She went on to say, "I shared this information with Jessi in confidence nearly 2 years ago. It's very telling that she's choosing to break storyline and bring it up now, only after her own affair has come to light. This is nothing more than a desperate attempt to shift attention away from her own behavior." Fans were shocked. Demi basically accused Jessi of using private info as a distraction from her own drama. But Jessi wasn't staying quiet either. She clapped back immediately. She posted, I love a good PR written statement. Shift attention away from what exactly? I've been the only one between the two of us to actually face my story head on and share the details. I'm not hiding from a damn thing. You're the one hiding, sweetheart, and everyone can see it. The comment section exploded after that. Jessi was clearly calling Demi out for dodging accountability, basically saying, I admitted my stuff, so why can't you? The tension between them hit an all-time high. Jessi made it crystal clear. She admitted she stepped outside her marriage with Marciano, but now she's calling out Demi for refusing to acknowledge her part in all of it. Jessi claimed Demi keeps dodging the truth about what happened with Marciano and is instead hiding behind accusations to distract from her own actions. The tension between them is unreal. After Demi blasted Jessi for talking about the whole Fruity Pebbles story, Jessi hit back by reposting a fan comment that totally flipped the script. The comment read, "If this is so private and intimate, then why the constant Fruity Pebbles jokes, videos, costumes, and brand deals regarding it over the past year?" That one line said it all. Jessi was basically calling out the hypocrisy because Demi has been posting all kinds of Fruity Pebbles content, from people in cereal box costumes to cheeky jokes on her stories. She's turned it into a whole theme, and now she's suddenly calling it private? Fans couldn't help but side-eye back. Then Jessi took things up another notch. She went on her Instagram story again and posted, "Also, Demi upset that I'm outing her bedroom activities when she took my affair to production to leverage more money. Seems fair." That post had everyone gasping. Jessi wasn't holding back. She was reminding everyone that Demi had allegedly tried to use Jessi's affair as bargaining power behind the scenes. And Jessi didn't stop there. She threw one more jab at Demi, reminding followers that Demi once told people not to go to her salon. She ended it with a little shade, saying this was her new plate, basically making it clear she's not backing down anytime soon. The drama just keeps getting deeper. Jessi didn't hold back for a second. After calling out Demi, she doubled down and even joked about bad hair, throwing another sly jab and saying, "Thanks for the idea, Demi." She was clearly done playing nice. Then Jessi explained why she's been going so hard on her Instagram stories lately. She said she's just tired of staying quiet while people twist the narrative. And just to top it all off, she circled right back to the Fruity Pebbles situation, revealing once and for all why it was even called that in the first place. Fans were glued to their screens. Meanwhile, Marciano isn't backing down either. He's still out here fighting to defend himself, standing firm that the accusations Demi made against him are completely false. He's been saying he never touched Demi and that the claims have caused serious damage to his career, mental health, and reputation. Marciano reminded everyone that Vanderpump Villa is loaded with cameras, filming nearly every corner of the property, and he's confident that the footage will clear his name once it's reviewed. But things got even more intense. Marciano said Demi took her personal attacks way too far by allegedly bringing up his late father in online comments. He described it as deeply hurtful and said it crossed a line that should have never been touched. And now he's not just talking. He revealed he's planning to take legal action against Demi to fight back. This drama just went from social media mess to courtroom level serious. And just when everyone thought this chaos had finally peaked, boom, another twist dropped that sent fans spiraling all over again. Word started spreading that the production team behind the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives might actually get pulled into this mess. Sources close to the show are saying producers are reviewing footage, messages, and behind-the-scenes notes to figure out what really went down between Demi, Jessi, and Marciano. Some insiders claim the network's worried about how all this off-screen drama could impact the show's image and future contracts. Meanwhile, Jessi's been staying active online, teasing that she's not even close to talking and hinting there's still more to come. Fans are convinced she's sitting on even bigger receipts that could flip everything upside down again. Demi, on the other hand, has gone quiet. No new posts, no stories, nothing. People are saying she's either taking a break to cool off or gearing up with her legal team behind the scenes. Marciano has also been trying to repair his public image, posting motivational quotes and workout clips like he's trying to move on, but the comments section isn't letting him forget a thing. Viewers are split, some still backing Demi, others standing by Marciano, and plenty saying everyone involved needs to chill. At this point, the fandom is calling this whole situation the Mormon Housewives Civil War, and honestly, it fits. Every day brings a new twist, a fresh clapback, or a mysterious post that keeps everyone hooked. And with the reunion specials and possible legal battles looming, it looks like the story is far from over. This whole situation is completely off the rails. Fans are losing their minds waiting for that Vanderpump Villa footage to finally drop so we can all see what really happened. Everyone's talking, cast members, viewers, even random insiders, and multiple people swear the footage exists. The ladies from the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives are practically begging for it to be released at this point. It's crazy to think all this chaos has been playing out right there on Instagram stories for the world to see. And just when things couldn't get any wilder, Hulu swooped in and announced that season 4 is officially on the way. Like, are you kidding me? The drama never ends with this crew. And let's be real, we all know the next season is still going to be full of tension between Marciano, Demi, and Jessi. It's the kind of drama that just refuses to die. But seriously, what do you think about all this madness? Have you been following the Mormon Wives saga and all the messy tea being spilled online? Drop your thoughts down below. I want to hear it all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment if you want more breakdowns like this, because we've got way more drama coming your way. Love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.